Raise your hand if you've ever lain awake at 2 a.m. overthinking a text message, felt your stomach drop when your partner seemed distant, or wondered, if I love them this much, why does it hurt so much sometimes? We've all been there. Love today feels like walking a tightrope between connection and chaos, passion and panic. We crave intimacy, yet anxiety hijacks our hearts. Are they losing interest? Am I enough? What if this ends? But what if I told you there's an ancient antidote to this modern problem? A philosophy that taught warriors and emperors to stay steady in storms and, yes, even to love without fear? Welcome to Love in the Age of Anxiety, Cultivating Emotional Resilience with Stoicism. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll unpack how Stoic wisdom from thinkers like Marcus Aurelius to modern therapists can transform love from a source of worry into a practice of courage. No fluffy affirmations, just actionable tools to love deeply and stand unshaken. Let's begin by asking, what if the problem isn't love, but how we're thinking about love? Why this works? Relatable? Hook starts with universal pain points: overthinking, fear of loss. Intrigue positions Stoicism as a surprising, powerful solution. Tone, conversational yet authoritative like a trusted guide. Teaser ends with a provocative question to prime curiosity. Step 1. Why love feels harder. Now, to fix how we love, we first need to diagnose why love feels so fraught today. Let's name the invisible forces amplifying our anxiety. The comparison trap, show phone screen gesture, Instagram proposals, relationship goals. We're bombarded by curated love stories that make our real struggles feel like failures. The Stoics warned, comparison is the thief of joy. Yet here we are, measuring our raw, messy love against someone's highlight reel. The illusion of control. Hold up a clenched fist, then open palm. We think, if I just love perfectly, they'll never leave. But Stoicism reminds us, you control your effort, not the outcome. Modern dating sells us fantasies, find your soulmate, and you'll never feel lonely, while Seneca said, no one is happy who depends on another. The fear of uncertainty. Pause, lower voice, ancient or modern, love's scariest question remains, what if they stop loving me? But here's the twist. Stoics embraced uncertainty. Like training for a storm before it hits, they asked, what if this ends? Would I survive? Spoiler, you would. And that realization? It's freedom. Bridge to next step. So if modern love feels like trying to hold water in your hands, maybe we're gripping too tight. Up next, how Stoicism turns anxiety into agency, starting with one radical practice. Why this flow works, mirrors the opening, continues the relatable conversational tone, visual hooks, gestures, phone screen clenched fist, keep energy dynamic, teases Stoic solutions. Each pain point hints at remedies coming in segment 2. Smooth transition ends with a metaphor, holding water, that leads into Stoic principles, control, acceptance. Step 2, the Stoic toolkit for anxious love, how to love like a Stoic one. The dichotomy of control, the core fix. Stoicism's ultimate weapon against anxiety is this: sort everything in your life into 2 buckets. Your control, your actions, your values, your responses, not your control. Your partner's feelings, past mistakes, the future. Example, anxiety says, what if they cheat? Stoic response, I control my honesty and boundaries. Their choices, not mine. So why borrow pain from a future that may never happen? Pause for effect. This isn't cold detachment. It's focusing your energy where you actually have power. Second, premeditatio malorum, the fear vaccine. Stoics practice negative visualization, imagining worst-case scenarios to disarm fear. Try this with me now. Close your eyes. Picture your deepest love, fear, breakup, rejection. Now ask, would I survive? Spoiler, yes. Could this even make me stronger? History says often yes. Science tie-in. Modern research calls this stress inoculation. Exposing yourself to fears in a safe space reduces their grip. Anxiety shrinks when you stare it down. 3. Amor fati. Love your fate. The obstacle is the way. Applied to love, they ghost you? Now you're free for better. Fight. A chance to practice patience. Heartbroken? A masterclass in self-love bridged step 3. These tools aren't just theory, they're muscles. And like any muscle, they weaken without practice. So let's get practical. How do you live this daily? Why this works? Interactive. Audience closes eyes, discusses with peers, keeps energy high. Science backing. Legitimizes stoicism with modern psychology. Structured clarity. Each tool gets a clear name, explanation, and application. Step 3. Living like a Stoic. Daily practices for resilient love. Stoic. Love in action. 1. The morning ritual. Prepare for chaos. Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, started each day with a premeditatio malorum, a mental rehearsal of challenges. Try this 3-minute version for relationships. Anticipate friction. Today, my partner might snap at me when stressed. Plan your response. I'll pause, then ask, what do you need? Instead of reacting. Anchor in love. I choose patience because I value this connection more than being right. Why it works. This isn't pessimism, it's emotional armor. By pre-deciding your response, anxiety loses its grip. 2. The evening journal. Reflect with wisdoms. Stoics ended their day with journaling. For love, ask, where did I act with virtue today? Example, listen deeply and set a boundary. Where did fear control me? Example, demanded reassurance. What's one thing I'll release? Example, resentment over a petty comment. Pro tip. Epictetus said, we suffer not from events, but our judgments about them. Rewrite your story. Instead of, they ignored me, try, they seemed distracted, maybe they had a hard day. 3. The memento mori of love Stoics kept skulls on their desks. Memento mori, to remember, life is short. For love, this means don't wait to express appreciation. Say, I love you, like it's the last time. Arguments? Ask, will this matter in a year? Most won't. Exercise. Take 30 seconds now. Text someone you love. I'm grateful for you because... No caveats. Step 4. Q&A. Stoic solutions to real relationship struggles. 1. Anticipating audience questions. Prepare 2 to 3 sample cues. Let's tackle your biggest Stoic love challenges. I'll start with common ones. Shout, if these resonate. Q1. How do I stay Stoic with a partner who won't communicate? Stoic response, focus on what you control, your request, not their response. Try, I want to understand you. When you're ready, I'm here. Then redirect energy to your own peace. Remember Epictetus. You can't control others, but you can control how you interpret their silence. Is it rejection? Or are they struggling? Q2, isn't negative visualization just obsessive worrying? Stoic response, key difference. Worry loops helplessly. Premeditation prepares. Example, spend 2 minutes imagining a breakup, then ask, what's my plan? Now anxiety has an exit route. Q3, how do I stop needing reassurance? Stoic response, practice self-validation. Journal daily. Today, I was enough when I... Slowly, your worth won't hinge on their words. 2. Live audience Q&A. Now, your turn. What's your love anxiety? Let's reframe it stoically. If no live questions, use pre-written ones. What's the Stoic take on dating apps and ghosting? How do I handle jealousy without suppressing emotions? Pro tip: for virtual events, use a poll. Which Stoic tool do you want to practice first to boost engagement? 3. Closing call to action. Before we go, a challenge. Pick one Stoic practice this week: morning preparation, evening journaling, or gratitude texts, and notice how it shifts your love life. Small steps, unshakable results. As Marcus Aurelius whispered to himself at war, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Go find yours. Why this works. Solves real problems. No theory, just actionable fixes for common struggles. Balances structure and spontaneity, prepped answers, plus live interaction. Ends with momentum. The challenge turns insight into habit. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch more interesting videos.